What's going on, everyone? So today the Los Angeles Lakers take on the Sacramento Kings. Both teams are 1-1 on the season. The Lakers are coming off a win against the Phoenix Suns. The Sacramento Kings are coming off of a home loss to the Golden State Warriors. Golden State really seems to kind of have Sacramento's number and be in Sacramento's head a little bit. But look, Sacramento just lost a home game. They're not going to want to lose back-to-back home games to start the season. They are tough enough as it is to beat in Sacramento. And now you add in the fact that you're going to have a very hungry Sacramento team that's not going to want to, one, start the season 1-2, and two, have both of those losses be home losses to start the season. The Lakers, on the other hand, they lost to the Denver Nuggets. They squeaked out a win against the Phoenix Suns. It would be nice to kind of have that game of like, okay, here we are. This is what the Lakers look like when they're good. But Lakers are going to have to start hitting shots. D'Angelo Russell's got to start hitting shots. Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, you name it, Christian Wood, all of them got to start hitting shots. It can't just be LeBron James and Anthony Davis going and giving you more than half of your points every night. We need guys to step up and deliver on that offensive side of the basketball. Look, and if any team we were going to turn it around on the offensive side, it's Sacramento. Sacramento can't play a lick of defense. They are terrible defensively. Like, they were like historically bad last year. So we should be able to get it going. And they haven't been very good defensively this year, right? Like, they gave up 122 points against the Golden State Warriors, and then they gave up 114 to the Utah Jazz. This is a team that can't defend. So it's time to start being aggressive. They don't have any real rim protection. Sabonis, we should be getting him fouled out and out of that game immediately by putting pressure on him. Anthony Davis should be having a monster game. LeBron James should be able to just walk to the basket at will, right? We need to be aggressive. We need to be in attack mode. Defensively, we're going to be pushed, right? I loved what we saw on the defensive side of the basketball from in that Phoenix Suns series, right? Not so much through the first three quarters. We did have spots, we did have moments, but more so that fourth quarter, we really locked in, we really focused in, and I really like seeing that, right? But everyone's going to have to pick it up, right? Christian Wood, I'd like to see him sort of dominate on both sides of the basketball. He's been great defensively. This is a game that I feel like he could really get going offensively because I don't think Sabonis can defend him. And then if they go with like a JaVale McGee, I don't think JaVale can defend him. He also is very familiar with JaVale McGee because he was just on a team in Dallas with him. And then if they go smaller on him with like a Harrison Barnes or something, that should be barbecue chicken. He should be dominating that matchup. So I need to see those things. Sacramento's a team that, look, they will blow us out if we don't hit shots, right? Like, this isn't like the Phoenix Suns. They didn't have Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, right? And look, I still believe that game would have been completely different with those guys. But there is the concern of like, look, this is 2 straight games in a row where offensively, we just haven't had it. We lost to Denver. And in my opinion, we lost to Denver just because we couldn't hit shots. You look at everything in that Denver game. Everything was identical. We out-rebounded them 44-42. We had 13 offensive rebounds to their 9. We both had 11 turnovers. We both shot 75% from the free throw line, which isn't good, by the way, but still. The one thing that Denver did better than us was they hit shots. They also took 91 field goal attempts to our 90 and shot a better percentage. And they were killing us not only on the offensive boards, because again, we got more offensive rebounds. We just didn't execute and capitalize on those offensive rebounds like they did. Then we followed that up by just being just as bad offensively, if not worse, against the Phoenix Suns. Can't have that happen against the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento will blow us out, right? They are a high-powered offense, and they can score the basketball with De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis and Malik Monk, right? These are all guys that could go off and go get some buckets. So we got to start hitting some shots, right? And to put in perspective, they put up 114 against the Golden State Warriors, and then they put up 130 against the Utah Jazz. Once again, they're leading the league in offense. They led the league in offense last season. So we gotta lock in on both sides of the basketball. we shouldn't be relying solely on LeBron James to rescue us. If guys do what they need to do and we deliver the way that we are supposed to deliver, then we should beat Sacramento. Right? Sacramento's going to give us their best punch, without a doubt. But in my opinion, we have the offensive players. We have the better defense. We have great size. We have everything we need to go in and smack Sacramento. We do. It's just up to us to put the pieces to the puzzle to start delivering. Right? Be aggressive. Don't settle. Sacramento, you're bailing Sacramento out by settling. I'm not saying don't take the open three, right? If LeBron drives and kicks and Taurean Prince or D'Lo or Reeves or Vincent or Wood or Reddish or whomever's in the game, if you're open, take the shot, right? Don't hesitate, take the shot. But I don't want to see us just jacking up a bunch of threes unless we're hitting. I mean, if we're shooting the lights out, then keep it coming, right? When it rains, it pours. Throw it up there. But I don't want to see us bail out Sacramento, who can't defend and have no real rim presence, right? And JaVale McGee coming off the bench isn't really going to solve that against the Lakers. Anthony Davis, this should be another 30-15 game. I need Anthony Davis locked in. He owes us for that Denver game. He was great and fantastic in that Phoenix Suns game, but you were so bad in the second half of that Denver game. We need a 30 and 15 game from you. Right? I'm not expecting Anthony Davis to go and give you 30 and 15 every game, but this is a game where Sabonis is not going to be able to defend this guy. They don't have anybody that can slow down Anthony Davis. They don't have anybody that can slow down LeBron James. Right? So this is a game where we should be being aggressive, being physical, get to the basket, right? Get in Sabonis' chest, do the things that we need to do in order to capitalize and go get this W. That's what I want to see from the Lakers, right? I want to see us finally starting to put, I don't necessarily need perfection yet, right? Because again, it's the third game of the season. We're kind of trying to work our way into it, right? But this is also the first game of a back-to-back. We play the Orlando Magic tomorrow. So we got to get this win. Last thing you want to do is lose to Sacramento, and now you got to fly back to LA and play Orlando, who they have looked very good so far. They look like a team that could make some noise. And I've talked about Orlando could be a surprise team, and they may be better than people think. And they've had stretches where the last 3 years, they've had a stretch over a month where they've been the best team on both sides of the basketball. It's just, can they put it together for a full season? Well, through 2 games, they're 2-0. Right? So, I mean, again, we need to do what we do. I don't need perfection, but I need us to start looking like a team that is deep, that is talented, that has the tools to be successful, that has the tools to go and win some basketball games without having to squeak them out and win at the last moment. I need us to go and deliver. Now, if we can, I want us to show up in the Sacramento game and then have that carry over into the Orlando game, right? Because we should beat Orlando, right? Orlando, like I said, is 2-0, but to be fair, they've played who they played, the Houston, and they played the Blazers, right? They should have won those 2 games. But they're a team that has talent. They can beat us, right? So I don't want to be sloppy in the Sacramento game, and then we go into the Orlando game, and now the sloppy play carries over. I'd rather us, let's go into Sacramento, establish, set the tone, then we go back to LA at home against Orlando, and we continue that, and now we're up 3-1 on the season, rather than hey, now we're 1-3, which would be a nightmare, or 2-2. We got to slow down De'Aaron Fox. This is a guy that has been the best fourth quarter scorer in the league. It's going to take a team effort. Gabe Vincent's going to have his work cut out from him. I'm expecting Gabe Vincent to very likely close for the Lakers down the stretch, right, at the end of the game. But Cam Reddish, he's going to probably be on him. We're going to need D'Lo. D'Lo's been excellent defensively, right? I need that to continue. He's going to have his hands full guarding De'Aaron Fox. Cam Reddish when he plays, Taurean Prince, right? This is going to be a by committee thing. We got to try to slow down De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is going to get his. He's probably going to get his, 23 or whatever. But we got to make it difficult. We gotta put pressure on him. Be physical with him, right? Make things difficult. Start wearing him down. Like we saw what happened with Kevin Durant. We wore him down. He got tired, and towards the end of the game, he couldn't get a shot. I mean, he's even missing free throws, right? And it's because he had to face Taurean Prince and Cam Reddish and Anthony Davis and Christian Wood. He's only one guy, and he's constantly having fresh body and fresh legs on him. You're going to get worn down over the course of a game. So that's what we need to do with De'Aaron Fox. Throw different guys, different looks. Just throw some size on him, right? That's the beauty of Cam Reddish. It would have been nice if we had Jared Vanderbilt, but we don't. But you have Cam Reddish. Throw Cam Reddish on him. He's 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan. He's quick. He's athletic. He's got the foot speed to keep up with De'Aaron Fox. Put him and just tell him, be physical, stay in front of him, make things difficult, right? Like, let's go. I want to see this team start to put it together. Need to see guys start hitting shots. Gabe Vincent is 0 of 9 from 3. You got to imagine at some point he's going to hit a couple threes. Hopefully that's this Sacramento game. Same thing with Austin Reeves. Same thing with D'Angelo Russell, right? Taurean Prince had an excellent Denver game. Gave us a goose egg in the next game, right? I'm not as worried about Taurean Prince just because he's a veteran that's kind of built his career on that. But I need to see consistency too. I don't want one game we're shooting the lights out and the next game we can't buy a bucket. Right? I'd rather us just consistently give us, we can expect game in and game out, whatever, 35% from 3 or 36% from 3 or, X, Y, and Z player giving you X amount of production, all of that stuff. But I like where we're at. 1-1, right? We didn't have to wait till the middle of the season to get our first win, right? To get to 500. We're here. Right, let's ride this wave. We got the squeaked out win. We got the LeBron heroic win. Right, let's go get the road win. Right, let's get our first road win because we need that. Right, and let's get a win in relatively reasonable fashion. I'm not expecting us to blow them out or anything like that. Again, Sacramento is a very good team. They're going to be one of the better teams in the Western Conference, or they should be. I do think that they kind of regress a little bit. As far as like the win totals go, but still, I still think they're going to be a legit playoff team, and they're going to be a tough team. They're very tough at home in Sacramento, and they're coming off of a loss in Sacramento, so they're not going to want to lose 2 straight. So we're going to have our hands full. We got to go in, we got to deliver, we got to do our job. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Think we get this win today? Do you have any concerns? Do you think this is the game where we start righting the ship, turning things around? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below.